Embarrassing injuries people lied about. According to Reddit. Number 15. I was out of work for months with this one. I broke my finger and severed the tendon, all while catching a heavy door to hold for a cute girl. Well, I hope it was worth it, homie. Someone asks the dude, "What was your fake story?" The dude says, "I said that I closed my finger in a door at the office." Well, whatever helps you secure that workers' comp. You know what I'm talking about? It's called fraud. Number 14. I dislocated my knee while masturbating. I lied and said that I was falling off my bed when I woke up from a dream. A wet dream. I'm sorry, it doesn't say wet, but if you get what I'm saying. Somebody says how and why, so we can prevent this from happening in the future. Someone says because the tension is just too much. Look, if you guys are tensing up your whole body to make that climax more explosive on this Christian stream, don't do that, man. Relax yourself, all right? Everybody needs to relax themselves. Everybody needs to take a quick look at some of my hot emojis, only available to those who are members of my channel. Are you braced for the quickest list on this channel that you've ever seen in your life? My monitor keeps flashing. I don't know what to do. I've tried everything that the internet has suggested. I'm just gonna have to buy a new one. I gotta get through this list. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. Number 13. I got a black eye as a kid. I slipped and fell into the support beam of a basketball rim. My dad made me lie to my other family members and say that I got it defending some kids at school. Now that's nice and manly. He was pretty embarrassed at how terrible I was at basketball. I am not an athletic boy. Jesus, the flickering of this screen. If I stare too long at the screen, it's going to make me feel like I'm going insane. More insane than I'm already going. You know what I'm talking about? Number 12. When I was a younger, okay, you see what I mean? When I was younger, we dismantled one of those plastic football goals and reassembled it into a giant golf club. I was then swiftly hit in the face, causing my cheek to rip open. I had to tell my dad that someone kicked the football too hard into my face because I didn't want to admit that I was beaten by a homemade plastic rod. Here's a picture of the scar. It just looks like a dimple now, right? Jesus, the flashing. Hashtag the flashing. Number 11. Fully took off my nail while playing football. And I said that, wait. No. I fully took off my nail while playing football, is what I said. What it was an intense game of sword fighting on Wii Sport Resort. I slammed my hand really hard on the table. That's a video game reference for nerds. Thank you, Rusty Shackelford, for that $1 super chat. This guy's going all out tonight. I'm kidding. Kimmy B says, hey, love Cyael streams while I am working. You see how it sounds like I had an aneurysm while I was reading that? It's because the screen bleeps flashing. Boy, this is fucking my brain. It's not funny, Gia. You got to take me to the hospital at the end of this because I'm trying to do this for the stream and I shouldn't be doing this right now. Fuck me. Number 10. Got drunk. Like I feel like I coming off right now. Like I coming off right now. God, you shut your mouth. Got drunk. Fell on my face on pavement. What? That's what it says. I fell on my face on pavement. Said the huge gash on my forehead down to my cheek was from rugby. To be fair. I don't get it. It was during a rugby social. I guess this is like some sort of rugby joke, I'm not familiar with the specifics of rugby. Number 9. Oh God, there's like 4 parts of this. This isn't funny. I was having some trouble with my heart a few months ago. I got some dizziness and some occasional fainting. I passed out while in the shower and sprained my wrist. You fell asleep in the shower, you poor thing. I told my coworker, no, he passed out, sorry. I told my coworker it was a workout injury because I passed out because I passed out in the shower was a visual that I didn't want everyone to have of me. Well, there you go. Lucky for us, a lot of these other things that he added were just edits, as if people needed to know. Nothing like a guy who's going to edit a post because he's got a little bit of attention to give their life story. Wow, guys, I'd like to thank my mom, and the medication that I was on was Look, that he needed to tell them what the specifics of what notification he was on. He didn't know enough about Apple Watch at the time. You know, a lot of you are asking about my heart issues. Oh my God. Number 8, boy. I have a 1.5 inch stab wound and scar on my left bicep. When I was younger and attractive, girls asked me how it happened. I would tell them that it happened during a fight where someone pulled a knife on me. How it actually happened was I worked in a I worked in a butcher shop of a market when I was in my late teens. Part of my job was to collect all of the carving knives from a preparation area, put them into a large plastic bin, and carry them behind the deli case to the kitchen to wash. One time coming back out of the kitchen, I failed to notice that someone had opened the trap door to the basement, in my path directly. While I was on the way to the kitchen, the plastic bin obscured my view. I took one fateful step opposite the stairs side and tumbled into the basement, with the contents of the bin raining down around me. Somehow I escaped with only a twisted ankle and the aforementioned stab wound in my arm, from which I had to go to the ER for stitches. I'll always remember being dazed, sitting at the bottom of the stairs, looking up and seeing a meat cleaver embedded in one of the steps. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. So we continue up to number 7. I have a scar that crossed my left eyebrow. It looks badass, and I made it during a fight against a man with a knife. At least that is what I tell everybody, because saying that my PS2 fell on my face because I tried to lift it while not paying attention may be too stupid. You got a scar from lifting your PS2 over your face. Number 6. I once fell out of bed and cracked my head open on a metal frame, which who is posting in the... let me just close the window. It's my fault. It's my fault. Number 6, I once fell out of bed and cracked my head open on a metal frame. There was blood everywhere. I had to go to the emergency room, stitches, etc. I was probably 6 years old. I still have a scar, decades later. My mother literally changed our beds, even though we really couldn't afford safer ones. Aw, she did it for you, you idiot. The truth is, I didn't want to go to bed, so I flung myself out of bed to pretend to be hurt, and maybe get to stay up for a short while longer. I like that you flung yourself out of bed to pretend to be hurt, and you really took care of business as far as actually hurting yourself. Now that's the kid way. Number 5. I was removing facial hair using a remover cream. Some people do not get along with these remover creams, rashes, the whole 9 yards. I ended up leaving it on for too long, which caused burns. I told people that I dropped hot noodles on my face. Dropped hot noodles face. Can you imagine? I think that's not better than the truth. No, yeah. I think you seeming like, okay, heated up these noodles, probably really hot, whatever, just gonna hold them over my face. And now let's get to lowering the noodles onto my, I'll just leave them on there though. Stupid. That's, yeah, in this scenario, this is not better. This is not better than the truth. Okay. Oh, damn. Number 4. I got surgery a few years ago on my knees as I had dislodged some loose cartilage in a joint and also torn a bit of my meniscus. At the time, I was playing a ton of ultimate frisbee, so I just told people that was the case and it was the reason for my injury. It actually happened because I was getting up from a chair. Oh my God. I wonder what... Ultimate frisbee sounds like a college thing, so imagine being young enough for that to happen to you when you were just getting up from a chair? Everybody take it easy. That's scary to think that it could happen to any of us. Number 3, I once punched a bowling ball because I was frustrated. He's the kind of guy that like tapes himself punching a wall on YouTube. There's nothing cooler than that kind of edgy video on YouTube. And if you think you've seen edge, type me punching a wall into YouTube and just go on a journey crawling in my skin. It turns out bowling balls are pretty hard. It broke my hand and it was swollen and bloody. I told my boss at work that I slammed my hand in a door. It's still broken, and this was like 6 months ago. Bowling ball wins. Flawless victory. Number 2, you idiot. I was once buttering toast with my face really close. I like my butter to be precisely spread. I then sneezed and slammed my head on the counter, effectively knocking myself out. I had to go to the emergency room to be treated for a concussion. This cannot be topped unless you're topping it with butter.
Are you proud of that one?
Hell yeah, I'm proud of that shit. Hell yeah. Someone responds with a story of their own.
In 3rd grade, I was holding a pencil in my fist, point up. I sneezed and face planted right into it. I'm 24 years old now, and every once in a while, someone tells me that I have blue ink on my forehead. I then have to tell them that it's actually a scar from stabbing myself in the face mid-sneeze. Also, I sound like this, and I think it has something to do with that pencil there. I can sympathize. I can sympathize.
Sorry. I don't know what came over me. Don't punch any bowling balls, guys. Don't get your face so close to shit that if you sneeze, it would knock you the fuck out. This cannot be topped. That's what I feel. I feel that this cannot be topped, and whatever we're about to roll into for number 1 on the list of embarrassing injuries that people died about according to Reddit. Get a load of that thumbnail. That's the kind of thumbnail that could get me in trouble because YouTube's a bunch of fuddy-duddies. It's like a Christian website now, guys. Like this video because soon I won't even be here. So spooky. Number 1, all right? I was shit-faced and fell in the parking lot of my friend's apartment and busted my face wide open at her birthday party. The birthday party would just so happen to be the night before a second date with this really cute girl that I had met on Tinder. She was throwing that pussy around to everybody she was meeting on Tinder. Talk about blam, 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 blam. I went on the date and told the girl that a dog at work had knocked me over and I fell on my face. A dog knocked you over? What, you weigh like 4 pounds? I work with dogs, and me being put on my ass by a Great Dane or some other huge pup isn't unusual. She understood. While on the date, some guys came up to me and rudely asked me what the fuck happened to my face. My Tinder date grabbed my hand and made up some story about how I got into a fight defending her honor. Is that the kind of basic assholes y'all are? He was defending my honor. Sounds like a Tinder hoe. And a bar. At a bar, yeah. You said what to my lady? Have at you, good sir. Stand up. It's time for some fisticuffs. I could hardly keep a straight face while she was telling the story, but she sold the shit out of it. It wasn't until a few days later that I told her the real story of how I got hurt, and the Tinder date and I are getting married soon. Uh-huh. Are you guys each of each other's first marriage? You know, is this a story you're gonna tell the kids? You know, you fucking normies. Oh God, ex-racists of Reddit, what made you change your mind? Holy hell. Customizable, unique lobby poses for skins would be really cool. Huh. Right. How adorable. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this list. I know it's quick. I know that's my life. But this monitor is flashing and it's driving me insane. I'm gonna have to situate fixing it soon. Tried to do this so that you guys would not be left out in the cold. Love you. See you soon. If you want something to go watch this video called Go F Yourself Cuffy. Cuffy. I recommend it. So, see you guys later. Take it easy. Stay out of trouble. Bye.